Good morning. Welcome to Geology classes. I think we are done with class 11 accountancy, right? There are might be few topics might be still pending. We will do it later. The thing is, like, many students are asking me about second PU. Many of my students are asking, ma'am, second PU exams are nearing. Can you please give us few problems? 6 marks problems or practical oriented questions. Please start up like that. They were asking me, so I thought, okay, fine, let us start up with the second PU. So now first we are starting with the fundamentals of partnership. Okay, what is partnership? Fundamentals of partnership, you are having many questions from that. Okay, maybe 2 6-mark questions and 1 5-mark question, practical oriented question can come. So let us first work out what is this partnership and what and all the types of questions do we have, how to solve them, what are the easy tips that we will learn from this. Okay, now first, partnership. What is the meaning of partnership? If more than one person doing business, that means it may be two or more than two people doing business together, is called partnership. Already you studied that in the first year business studies, right? Remember second chapter? Okay. The same thing only called as partnership. There you learned what is the partnership, what are the benefits, types of partners, limitations, functions, everything you learned. Theoretical knowledge you got. Here practical knowledge we are getting. In that, if I remember, you have discussed about what is partnership deed, maybe agreement also they call it, right? What is partnership deed, what is partnership agreement? Maybe your teachers would have shown the picture of agreement, how does it looks, like an example they would have shown you. In that we will mention what is the ratio, what are the capitals they are bringing, all the details, who is doing what type of work, everything we will mention in that. Okay, if that deed is missing, in absence of partnership deed, that time how do we treat? Okay, if partnership deed is there, that means you have the agreement, who is doing what, how much work they are doing, because of that we are paying more or we are giving less, if anything like that, yes, we will share. There are two partners. For example, if you take, there are two partners, X and Y. X got 60,000 as capital, Y got 40,000 as capital. Okay, there is no partnership deed. Okay, then how do you share their profits? Because one person got more capital, one person got less capital. For both of them, if we give the same amount of profit, if they are sharing the profit equally, is that acceptable? First of all, will you accept? I am sure you will not accept. Am I right? Losses, if you want, you are ready to share equally, but profits, I got more, so I must get more. Such kind of thought we will get, right? So now, if in this case, if there is no partnership deed, that time what I should do? Generally, we give them in the ratio of 3:2, because 60:40, you will be getting 3:2. Or else some other they may mention, he has brought the more capital. So here he is bringing only 40,000. Along with that, he is only taking care of the whole work. He will be like a sleeping partner. So that time you can give it as equally. So if they mention all these details in the partnership deed, yes, we can share it. If the partnership deed is missing, that time how do we treat few transactions? Okay, these things you may get two for 2-mark question or practical oriented question for 5 marks. Okay, both any one possibility you have. So it is very important. Let us check it out. Okay, so now first one, if there is no partnership deed, then profit and losses, how we are sharing? Both the profits and losses will be shared equally in the equal ratio. We are sharing them equally. Okay, if there is no partnership deed, then profit and losses will be equally shared between all the partners. It may be 2, it may be 3, it may be 4. If it is 2, we share in the ratio of 1:1. If it is 3, 1:1:1. 4, 1:1:1:1. Okay, in this way we will be sharing equally, we are sharing between them. Next, interest on capital. They got the capital, right? They have brought the capital. If any interest on the capital. 60,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 10 lakhs also sometimes they will be investing. If they don't receive any interest, or will they receive any interest? If partnership deed is there, they will mention in that 10% per annum, 5% per annum interest will be provided. If they don't mention anything, there is no interest given to them. Okay. At the same time, sometimes they will withdraw some of the money. Drawings. We call it as drawings. If any drawings are there, when you have invested in that, you are not receiving the any interest. When you have utilized it, will you make the payment? You won't make the payment. So this also no. If any advances or loans are there, here we have 6% per annum. Whatever is the interest rate outside, how much ever you would have thought, nothing will be eligible. Here we are giving only 6% per annum. Okay. Next, the last one. Remuneration to the partners. Some of them might be working more on sales or on manufacturing, whatever. They are working more. Because of that, they may expect remuneration as a commission purpose or else as a salary purpose. If there is no partnership deed, no. Okay, if partnership deed is there, before itself they will be deciding this person is going to work, this person is not going to work. Because of working, we are paying him 5,000 per month or 500 per month or 1,000 per month. Okay, so here sharing profits and losses equally. Interest on capital, we are not giving. Interest on drawings, we are not giving. Interest on the advances or loans, it will be 6% per annum. Remuneration to partners, we are not providing. Clear? Understood? So this is practical oriented question. Absence of the partnership deed. How do you treat these transactions? Clear? Understood, right? Fine. Let us move on to the next topic. Profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, first copy this one, then we'll move on to the profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, this is the next topic. Our next problem wise, if you go, next we are gonna learn about profit and loss appropriation account. Already we learned profit and loss account, ma'am, in the last year. I think you have done some of the problems, final accounts, balance sheet, blah blah, so many things we have done. What is the difference between them? Don't you get any doubt? I'm sure you won't get, because you never think about that, right? Yes, that is, that was for sole proprietor. He prepared his profit and loss account. Finally, he found what is the profit you got. Okay, now here what we are doing, already we got the profit. What is the profit of the business? Now between the partners, how they are gonna share it? Got it? Between the partners, how they are gonna share it, that we are learning from this profit and loss appropriation account. Clear? Got it right? Yes. Now, after what are the transactions we are removing, and finally we are finding the profit and loss appropriation account, and what is the profits we are gonna share between the partners, that we will do, and after that we will solve one small problem also. Okay. Now, first, whatever is the profit you got, where we are showing in the profit and loss account, debit side to net profit, right? So, and after that net profit we are bringing here by profit and loss account. This is the profit we are bringing from the profit and loss account, which you prepared in the final accounts. Okay, so that profit you got here. Okay, now this profit must be shared between the partners. How will you share? When you are sharing, what are the things we are gonna remove, and then final thing will be called as profit, that we will be checking out. Okay, the first one which you have to take care is interest on capital. Whatever interests brought by the partners, on that you have to pay the interest. Okay, whatever amount they have invested, capital they have brought to the business, on that we are gonna pay the interest. So, to interest on the capital or interest on capital, IOC. We call it interest on capital. How many partners are there? For all of them we are paying. X is there, Y is there, whatever is the capital on that, whatever percentage is given you will calculate, or else directly they will only give you the amount, okay, that we have to deduct, that we are paying from the business profit only, okay. And after that, if we pay any remuneration to the partners, it may be commission, it may be salary, it may be anything, okay, that you have to take out. Remuneration to partners. I told you, right, sometimes some partners, they will only take care of the whole accounts. So instead of keeping one account, he is only doing the whole work. So maybe monthly he may charge or yearly he may charge. Some of them may do more sales. So they may expect the commission. So that kind of payments will be there. So it can be X I will take X salary. For Y I will take Y commission. Okay, maximum these two only will be there. Okay, X salary and Y commission. If it is there, you mention. If it is not there, no need to mention. Okay, sometimes you may not get anything, directly they will give you. Here you are not gonna mention what is the capital. Here you are gonna mention only interest on the capital what we are paying. And after that, when you have withdrawn the goods, I said we will charge interest on that also. Now you have to pay. Partners are gonna pay to the business. So that is revenue to us, right? To business is receiving some more money, right? So that amount we are taking by interest on drawings. How much they have withdrawn on that interest. This is not the amount of drawings. This is interest on drawings. Whatever interest you have charged on drawings. X will be there as usual. Again Y will be there. They may give you directly amount, or sometimes they may give you the percentage. Anything can be given. Okay, if percentage given, calculate what is the interest and then you have to show that one. These are the maximum things you will find, not more than that. Okay, if you have debit is more, then you got loss. If you have credit is more, that means your profit, and again you got some more revenue from the partners. So your revenue is more than your expenses, then you will be getting the profit. Whatever you got, let it be profit or loss, both need to be shared between the partners. Okay, so now I have done the total. Some profit I got to partners capital account. I am gonna share this amount to the partners capital account in the ratio, whatever ratio given in the question. Okay, X and Y may be there, both of them will be receiving the ratio. If you got loss, the same amount will be coming this side and you are gonna share between the partners. So this is the format for profit and loss appropriation account. Now let us solve one question, maybe in this video or next video, according to that I will do that one. Okay, we will solve one problem on profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, one is direct problem, and after that we will discuss about guarantee of profit. What is guarantee of profit? Why do we give that? How do you treat that? That we will be discussing in the next video. Okay, wait for my next video to see the profit and loss appropriation question and guarantee of profit. Okay, bye bye. See you. Know what you are gonna do? Please like it, share it and subscribe it. Thank you. Bye bye.